Ooh, there's a Donkey video on YouTube.
87 years ago.
Donkey did a Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered video. I don't know anything about Oblivion or Skyrim. I never played any of those games.
I was born 87 years ago.
When Oblivion was first released, every single day Bethesda walks into that building and makes a new game called Skyrim. They have a lot of practice making Skyrims, but they only made Oblivion once, so we gotta cut them some slack here. These are small, microscopic companies with only very little
at
money
best,
to make
really?
games with. Oblivion
That can't be it.
Remastered is a budget title in every sense of the word. Just one glance at the game's price tag confirms this is not going to be a Mario Kart level experience. Mario Kart 8 has over 80 vehicles to pick from, and that game is 8 years old. Oblivion just came out today and doesn't have a single car in the game. This is a $1 trillion company. I don't want to hear excuses.
Hello.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Must have been the wind.
Why would you buy the company that makes Skyrim, a game with one of the widest selection of customizable rims since Midnight Dub 3
What
Club
the
Edition,
fuck?
and not allow that company to continue to work their magic as they have for so many years? When Xbox made the game Starfield, I didn't want to say this because Xbox is losing a lot of money lately, but I felt like that game was kind of ripping off of Skyrim.
Have you heard about the attack on the chapel there?
No, I haven't. What's happened?
All the priests slaughtered. The whole chapel desecrated.
No!
Without question.
Have you ever thought of joining the Fighters Guild?
With this one, I feel they've gone too far. It's like PlayStation is the Order of Talos, Nintendo are the Knights of the Nine, and Xbox is the Thieves Guild. Oblivion is just straight up ripping off of Skyrim.
Where are you? Who's there? What's that? Who's there?
The wind!
Must have been the wind.
The game is an exact replica of Skyrim. You're in hell, you're battling imps and goblins that shoot fireballs at you. You spend the entire game running in circles through a hedge maze where everything looks the same, just like Doom. They ripped off Dragonborns, Kittyborns.
True.
I played as the cat from Garfield.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen.
When I think of Xbox,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
of the color green. Money is green. Halo is green. Back in the third era of gaming, the era of kings, of legends, where Xbox 360 was out, every video game was brown, because brown is a more realistic color than green. The only games to go green was Enter the Matrix and Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Paulie, let them bask for a little in that beautiful green tree of the original, legendary version of the game.
Fucking
Now
2
here's the
FPS.
remastered grass. Oh, they sent us to fucking Brown Town on this one, people. But when you see the Emperor from the old version, you realize that we can never go back to that old version now. Would have been cool to have the press the button feature for the old graphics like Halo Remaster does. It's a nice looking remaster, except for when the trees are doing stuff like this. If you're a younger person that's heard about this game your whole life and wants to see what all the hype is about, don't expect to be blown away instantly. It's a pretty uncinematic, slow moving game with a lot of loading screens and talking. It's gonna take you some time before you're doing the lions in the basement quest line. You gotta play this game like a Starfielder, sit on the bench and listen to the crackle of the roaring fireplace. Think about life and what it must have been like to live back in those times of Sodapoppin when the great Tiber Scepter first rose to
What the fuck?
This is the type of RPG where you'll walk into Goblin Jim's cave and then die to 100 trees. You'll shoot a skeleton's head off, and then behind him will be 4 novels detailing his entire life story as a pirate captain. I loved this game when I was in high school, but I'm much harder to impress now. Still, I'm having fun with it. I love sniping people from across the room with the stupid bow and arrow. I love looking up to the Starfield.
Sneak
while
attack
listening to
times
tranquil
3
smooth
damage.
soundtrack. I love how you wake this dude up and he's
Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics?
night night.
May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
What's truly sad about a game like Croc Remastered is that Croc is never going to get remastered again. With Oblivion, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we're going to get a Switch 2 version, we're going to get a PS6 version. The third or fourth remaster, that's where Oblivion is really going to start to hit its stride.
Okay.
It's old in ways that make it bad, clunky
In Skyrim,
ways
dagger,
that
sneak,
make it
backstab
funny,
is
and
times
weird in ways
15.
that make it refreshing
again,
to modern open world
I don't know the
games.
combat in this game.
Guess who I am? Kane Lord or Main Lord? Right, the one in blue. You remembered.
Oblivion is old but gold, and we love old games because they remind us of when we were young and had time to play games like Oblivion.
True.
Everybody loves Oblivion except for the Oblivion parts, which nobody likes.
Oh, what? Now, this is going to sound like ignorant. I'm going to start my sentence immediately with, I found a Reddit post, and they were talking about the differences between Skyrim and Oblivion. And a lot of people were talking about how Skyrim apparently made a lot of, like, the magic systems worse. Like, they took away a lot of things that made Oblivion really cool and awesome. And it made me sad, because I haven't played either. But I know that Skyrim took off. And Oblivion, I think, probably did well, but I don't think took off like Skyrim did. So it made me sad because it's like, my thought process, it was, wow, so more depth to a game equals less players. That was my thought process, and then I moved on to the next post. But either way, you can craft your own spells in Oblivion. Usually it's how it works. Yeah, I hate that. Less depth is better. So it kind of just made me hate people like my nephew. My nephew's like, he plays on his Xbox. He plays GTA. And I think he played PUBG one time. Like, I fucking hate you. You're the problem. How old is he? He's a year older than me, actually. So 32. He only plays GTA on his Xbox. Yeah, my nephew's older than me. I always have to preface with that because people find it weird that my nephew's older. But yeah, he plays GTA on his Xbox. He's playing PUBG on his Xbox. He's thinking about playing Red Dead Redemption. And he asked me, like, can you recommend any really good RPGs? I'm like, well, Red Dead is great. Play that. And he's like, yeah, well, is there anything else? I'm like, okay, well, Baldur's Gate. And then Vicky's just like, don't start. He's like, what's that about? And of course, my nerd I fucking went in. Nothing. I tried to explain dice to him. I don't think he understood. I'm like, so when it says 1d12, he didn't get it. So then we moved on to Elden Ring. And then Vicky was like, it's really hard. And I was like, well, I don't think it's that hard. It's not like, getting high rated in like League of Legends or something like that. I'm not good at telling stories. Anyways,